Man, hot as hell. All right, so one of our family members, likes Caprino. She would like, or he would like me, or she. Are you a boy or a girl? Forgive me if I don't know which one. I'll just say they. They would like me to do a video on, what did it say? He would like me to do a video on how to stop caring what people think, how to stop caring how the world view you, and how to stop being stuck in the past. And he wants to know how to focus on just the future. Okay, so I want to start by saying this: you got to understand that everything in life, the highest goal of life, the highest goal in the multiverse of any species on any planet, in any galaxy, in any universe, the highest goal, the highest honor in life is the evolution of the self, the evolution of one's being, the evolution of one's cosmic essence, the evolution and cultivation of wisdom. That is the highest honor, the highest goal to ever be attained. Not a BET award, not being the gladiator champion of a universe, not being the hero of your town, not being the best dressed, not having the best song, best actor. The highest award, the highest attainment, the highest the acclamation of life is the evolution of one's own being, spiritual evolution, the path least traveled. So you got to understand that everything, that's the highest attainment, the highest goal, the highest thing you should strive for in life is the mastery of self, self enlightenment, self attainment. And understand that everything in life is like water. Nothing can stop water. Water is formless and without void. It will flow. It can crash. It can maneuver and form around any crack and crevice. You ever seen water, and there's like a log in the water, and the water just flows, and it just forms like forms to the groove of the log, and the water forms to the groove of the log, going around, keep going. Any rock, however the crick and crevice in the rock, in all the cricks and cracks and stuff, how the rock is, the water will form into those crick, because it's formless and without void. So it can take on any shape, any form. It's formless, it's without void. So it can just flow. It can't be stopped by restrictions or limitations. It can't be held back by hurdles or barrels. Everything in life is like water. You have to understand things will come and go. Money will come and go. People will come and go. Things will come and go in this life. You have to understand, we came here alone, we will leave alone. It's like when we get here, we forget that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. This is how you stop caring about what people think of you. Because that stems from a lack of self-worth, a lack of self-value. If you worry about what someone says about you, if that bothers you, it means is that you don't know yourself yet. You don't, because when you secure within, when you have that self-worth, that self-value from within, and you truly know yourself, it's just like nobody can tell you your name is not your name. Your name ain't Sarah. You'll be like, my name is too Sarah. My name is Sarah. You wouldn't care about what they, you would still probably argue with them. Nah, my name ain't Sarah, my name ain't Sarah, and there's definitely no point to do that. But it's still like okay, I know my name is Sarah, but this dude, he now he playing on my top or something. So it's like when you secure within, when you know yourself, and you have that self-worth and that self-value within as a spiritual being having a human experience, then you will have that grounded foundation, that stable ground, that foundation, and that balance within. And you can't be swayed by human thoughts. You can't be swayed by external reality. You should get to a point where you have practiced and mastered the law of detachment. I don't care if you have children, and your son mother trying to hold the child away from you. So what? Give up the child too. I know it sounds crazy, but that's because you gotta get out of moralistic thinking. You gotta get out of human thinking. You think a God care if another God doesn't like him? You think all the Greek mythology gods and all these mythology, Hindu mythology, Greek mythology. You think the gods care if their children don't like them or don't talk to them or don't? You think they care if another god, Zeus and Poseidon? You think Zeus care if Poseidon don't like him or don't want to talk to him? Stop thinking like a human. Stop thinking like that's moralistic, dogmatic thinking. So what if someone doesn't like you? So what if someone cares about you? And you should never get to a point where you allow someone to have so much power and influence over you that you would bend to their will. If someone got something you need, if you homeless, like you homeless, and somebody say you can come live with them, and they start treating you all kind of ways and stuff, but you take it and you stay there and take it just because you don't want to be homeless, that's a very, very tragic way to live. Enslavement. Stand in your own power. If you homeless and you need a job and you go to the job and you doing the best you can at the job, and your boss he know you need the job, he know you need the money, so he feel like he can do whatever and say whatever and you don't leave the job and you stay there, people will respect you more when you stand in your power. Like, damn, like he really left. He really like, damn, I know he need the money. I know his situation. I know his mama. I know he need the money. He left. People will be intimidated of you when you do this. When you stand in your power, they will envy you. They will be jealous of you. They will hate you. Because there's no way you will conform. No way you will give someone power over you. I don't care what situation you in. I don't care what you need from anyone. You have to trust that the divine, you have to trust that the universe will guide your way and will assist you. Stay operating from your heart chakra. Be peaceful, be loving. We are divine beings. It's just like the biblical text said, be like me. I am the way, the truth, and the light. Be compassionate. So that means be compassionate. Be kind. Be loving. Now they say, man, these it don't get you nowhere to be kind these days. This world is full of wickedness. Yes, it will. You have to stay the path. You have to trust it because see, your blessings, though, they will come through the divine. They will come through the universe. And you say, well, it don't pay to be loving and kind in this world. Yeah, man, because man ain't gonna give it to you. In this world, man, you gonna have to be wicked and corrupt. But that's if you want man to give it to you. As long as you be compassionate, you be kind, and you have virtue, you have integrity, and you have spirit, and you have light, and you operate in pure love, the universe will guide your way. They will give you what you need. Now, the thing with the universe is they will never give you no more than you need, because spirit and the material world, they do not go hand in hand. So the spirit is never going to give you all these lots of money and lots of materialistic, because that doesn't go hand in hand with spirit, materialistic. They're two different things. Spirit will give you what you need to in the moment when you need it. Spirit will give it to you. They're not gonna give you thousands of dollars to have in your bank, but if you need $20, Spirit will make sure you get it in some kind of way. Somebody on the street might bump into you and you ask them, hey, you have $20. They just might have you just in luck. I just spent my last $40. But do you need the $20? No, I just spent my last $40. Here you go. This blessing to you, or somebody might give it to you. You might mess around and look on Cash App and you got some money there or something. The universe will make sure to provide what you need, but only what you need, because they're not gonna give you all this material stuff, because that is two different sides of a coin, but not the same coin. Spirit and material world don't go hand in hand. This 3D world, this material world, this is an illusion. This world doesn't even exist. This is the Matrix, a series of events and illusions that don't happen. They only happen in the mind, the brain. That's why in the movie The Matrix, they showed you the only way those people were connected to the Matrix was through the brain. That's why when they unplugged Neo, they unplugged that cord that's an umbilical cord. They were in the incubator tank, and they were babies. So when they pulled that cord, that was an umbilical cord that was attached to them, and that umbilical cord basically is a tether between the spiritual realm and the materialistic realm and the physical realm. When that umbilical cord is attached, they are connected to the physical world. That's why as soon as that's why you seen when they unplugged Neo, but then they was showing Neo stuff when he first was awakened, and then they kept going back and to the world and showing Neo all kind of stuff. How did they have to get back into the world? They had to go back into that sleep and plug back in. When Morpheus showed him and Morpheus, they laid down on that bed thing and they both were plugged in. It's through the brain. This human brain is the matrix. Things in life will come and go. You can't care about these things. You have to practice the law of detachment. You have to be a god. Gods don't care if people don't like them. Gods don't care if they don't get food on a certain day. When they hungry. Gods don't care if they lose their job. Gods don't care if they got all this material stuff and then one day they lose it all. Gods don't care. This because we understand that this physical world is only but an illusion. Which is why eventually you will leave it. Because it's not real. When you sleep, you go to the real world. When you close your eyes, you're back in the totality of darkness. That is the universe. There is no such thing as space. There is no such thing as time. Time is a spell created by dark archives and extraterrestrial beings, fallen angels, to keep order, because without time there would be no order. Without time, there would be no jobs. We don't know how many hours you came in to work. Without time, there could be no appointments. Come to the doctor at this time. I got a 7 p.m. appointment, so you come at 10. Hey, come to my house at this time because I'm doing something with my brother. I gotta go pick my daughter up at 5. Without time, there would be no order in the world. Only thing time did was create order out of chaos. Chaos is dark matter, carbon, melanin. In the infinite darkness of expanse of darkness, there are infinite possibilities. That's chaos. It can't be tamed. It's the primordial substance of which all things came from. White people, they got those little tiny dots on their face, those little brown dots, freckles. Those little tiny brown dots are melanin. The truth is, nobody could exist without us. Nobody could exist without melanin. In its highest form is carbon, dark matter, soot. In Greek mythology, they speak about melanin, which is what the river Styx is. This carbon makes you immortal, gods, primordial deities. You heard about the story of Achilles when his mother dipped him into the river Styx, and she dipped in everything but the heel, which is where you get Achilles' heel from. That's the only way they killed him. In the Trojan War, Prince Hector he shot the arrows through Achilles' heel, and Achilles died. Which is where you get Achilles' heel from. If you did in the river Styx is what? In Hades. Hades is nothing but another word for melanin, carbon. That's why they call it the dark realm. Set is Satan Satan is just another word for soot, which is the black stuff that comes off after you like set a fire, and that little black stuff, that's soot. That's melanin, that's carbon. Satan is another word for soot or set or seton or Satan. Before, the oldest form of religion is called Typhonianism, when they worship Set. He is one of the oldest deities in the multiverse. The Great Mother had 2 sons, Sirius, the dog star Sirius, and Set. That's where Satan comes from. The bringer of light. Lucifer just means bringer of light. Light bringer. The one who illuminates out of darkness. To illuminate just means to become conscious. To turn that light on in the pineal gland to become conscious, to become enlightened. The Christos, the anointed one. The devil is not an actual entity. It is only an energy. When you see people out here, what they say, the devil still kills and destroys. Well, how many people in the world you know that has killed somebody multiple times? That has destroyed property, destroyed people's lives multiple times. That has stealed from stores, from people, from families multiple times. But you will say, yeah, they ain't that. You will say they got the devil in them. Yeah, yeah. Cause so it's like either the devil is an actual person or all those people are the devils. No, it's that the devil is not an actual entity or person. It is an energy. When they say the Christ will rise in the end days, it's an energy. An energy that will arise out of the Christ being, which is us, melanin. There's no such thing as darkness. This is light. When you go outside, when you see all those black people, all us black people, when you see us melanated people in the sun, you see how the sun glows off. It's like we light up, we glow with the sun because this literally is the sun, condensed sun, carbon. That's what melanin is. That's what they call it, the black sun. They showed you this on Black Adam. When you look into the sun, you see that sphere, that chromosphere, that bright chromosphere, that bright light. That is the chromosphere of the sun. But if you look at the sun long enough and penetrate, you will begin to see a black dot. That is the black dot. That is melanin. That is carbon. That is the seed of Christ that is to come and destroy the world. When they speak about demons, they're speaking about nothing more than your own self. That is nothing more than carbon. That's why they call black people in the Bible devils, demons. They speak about nothing more than melanin. They say, "Oh, you practice black magic and voodoo and all this. That's your magic." Now, they use black magic also, but it's the way you use black magic because these people in Hollywood, they use black magic. They use basic forms of black magic to attain prosperity, to attain fame, and all these things. Yes, it's very real. They do rituals. There's a YouTuber on YouTube named Black Magic. He spells it BLAKMAGIK. Black Magic. And he knows what he's doing with the wordplay. He has all these people who come to him and flock to him, and they don't realize that he is an agent of the malevolent side of the spiritual realm. He plays with dark forces. He uses black magic, which is nothing more than carbon, melanin. The highest form of alchemy is the highest form of melanin is the study of alchemy. The highest form of alchemy is the study of melanin, carbon. So when they using black magic, which is nothing more than melanin, it's the primordial substance of which all things come from. So it's like even if you're on the side of light or darkness, if you use any kind of spiritual energy, force, or power, it is drawn from the primal source of which all things came from, which is carbon, dark matter, melanin. That's why they say all things in the universe are one. There is no duality. There is no separation because all things are one, which means all things, it don't matter who you are, a dark being, an evil being, a positive being, a light being, who have you in the universe. Your life is drawn from the primordial substance. Even us immortal beings, we were manifested from dark matter. We are the highest supreme beings in the multiverse. No being is supreme more or higher than us. You got to understand that there's no such thing as time. It only creates order out of chaos. There's no such thing as space. Only the space is basically what space is the infinite void of the canvas of which creation can be painted on. So it's like you have a blackboard. It's like you have a blackboard, right? You have all this space, all this blackboard space, and you have the potential to write anything on it, fill up that blackboard like a blank canvas, like a artist, a painter. He has a blank canvas. They call it a canvas. It has the potential to have to be created on, to have a creation drawn on it or express creation on it. If you take away everything, all the buildings, all the planets, if you take away light itself, if you take away all the galaxies, what will be left if everything was destroyed? Darkness. They said in the beginning there was chaos, there was darkness. God said, let there be light. In order for it to be light, it needs to be dark first, or it would be no point for light. God said. They said blank said, let there be light. So if there was only darkness in the beginning and they said God said it, God had to be that darkness that's speaking. We are dark people. That is carbon, the primal source, the primal substance of which all things came from. Without us, there would be nothing. Space is only when they talk about space, outer space and stuff. It's not actual like a place that's out in the galaxy. When you look out into that galaxy and you see stars and stuff, that is from the dome that we are encapsulated in. It's a dome. When it's during the daytime, you see a blue sky, you see clouds. When it's nighttime, the dome is filled with the black light with tiny dots in the sky. That is not the real sky. It's the microcosm. When you seen the movie Ant-Man Quantum Leap, or Ant-Man Quantum Leap, that's what it was called, Ant-Man Quantum Leap, right? With the story in here, they had Kang the Conqueror in it, right? Notice when they went into the quantum realm, they didn't go all the way into outer space. They shrink down to a tiny nano microscopic, and they went into the inner worlds. Notice he shrinked into himself. Ant-Man, when he went into the quantum realms, the multiverses, he shrinked into himself. He didn't go into outer space or outer world. He shrinked into himself. These scientists know that there is no such thing as outer space. The outer space is only a projection of the inner self. The microcosm is the inner self, the inner world, and we project the microcosm into the macrocosm. So when you look up into the sky, you only seeing a dome. That's a dome. How else do you think it's raining right now in Kansas, but then over in Hawaii it's warm? If we all living on the same planet and we all look up and see the same sky, then when it rains, it should rain on everything. We all on the same planet, right? We all living on the same planet. We all look up and see the same sky. So if something happened over there on that side of the planet, it should happen over here too. We all on the same planet. This is not making sense. Because this is a dome where they can create these illusions. They can create these weather things. They can make it rain. They can make it snow. It's like in those movies where you seen where those little animations where you seen where it's like a dark cloud to be over somebody, and it'll be like a dark cloud just over him, a little dark cloud, and it'll be raining just over him, and he'll be walking past people, and that dark cloud shows like he's like in a gloomy, sad state, and a little tiny dark cloud to be like the little cartoons, a little tiny dark cloud to be raining on him, and everybody else will be walking there, and it's just sunshine over them, but it's a dark cloud raining over him. It's a pocket dimension. They can create these illusions. They showed you that in King Kong, in the very first Kong movie. When they showed you in Kong, he stripped that tree and he threw it. Boom, he threw that tree and he cracked the grid. Y'all thought that was a real world at first, didn't it? Until King Kong threw that tree and he cracked. Yeah. We live under a dome. Then go look up the TV show, the TV series Under the Dome. They will show you. It's about this town of people I think several days later they find out that they're entrapped into a mysterious dome. I think one of the family members